to Gravy in the Sleeves with Colt, Knost, and Drew Stoltz. And a lot of our loyal listeners, they know we have Ryan French on all the time from Monday Q Info. And if it wasn't for Ryan French, we wouldn't know a lot about some of these great stories that happen in the world of golf. And thanks to Ryan French for bringing this one to my attention, because I didn't know much about this man. But after hearing from Ryan French and reading the article that he wrote, I am now a huge fan, and I think all of y'all are going to be a huge fan after you hear from our guest, Dayton Price, who plays college golf up in Canada at Wilfrid Laurier University, and he joins us now. Dayton, first off, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on winning your conference championship this past week.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on as well. This is unbelievable. Awesome.
Fourth win of the year.
Fourth win, yeah.
Rolling.
Recently shot 63 as well to get a W. That's impressive stuff.
That's good golf. It's good golfing.
Thank you. Thank you.
But Dayton, just so our listeners can get a little sense of your story and everything, Ryan French, as I said, brought this to my attention. But back in 2022, in March, you were involved in a terrible tragedy. I was wondering if you mind sharing with our listeners everything you have gone through since that tragic day.
Yes, for sure. I was attending school in New Mexico, playing golf as well, in my first year down there. And we were headed to Andrews, Texas to play a golf tournament. And coming back from the golf tournament, somebody who was on drugs hit our van and hit us head on. And six of my teammates and my coach passed away. And myself and another Canadian survived the crash. And I spent 3 months in Lubbock, Texas at the University Medical Center, where I was burned 50% of my body, third and fourth degree burns. And that's kind of the short of it. But almost lost my legs and stuff like that. So it was crazy.
It's one of the most tragic stories I can remember, and then you coming out the other side of this, I think, is one of the most inspiring things I've ever heard for so many people out there. But can you explain the amount of support you've received from the golf world, golf social media, since Ryan French aired this story and it's starting to get more and more attention?
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. I might have texted him 3 times because every day something else comes up. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much for writing the article. Thank you so much for having me on the pod. And unbelievable. He's such a nice guy. And he called me before I went out to conference and wished me luck and stuff. So he's been unbelievable. And then you guys texted me yesterday, wanted me to come on, and I can't believe it, to be honest with you. I'm so blessed to be able to do all these different things. So.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal story, and we're glad to help share it a little bit on here. But I read where you have your 28th and 29th surgery coming up here in November. The list just goes on and on of all the surgeries you've had. But can you just tell a little bit, because the doctors basically told you the chances of you playing competitive golf ever again are not very good. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Probably 1%, 2%.
Wow. And so what was the biggest drive for you to get back and prove those doctors wrong?
I said this to Ryan, and it was seeing all those families come in and visit me, and seeing my own family there, and my teammates come visit me and be there to support me. My teammates never got the chance to play competitive golf again, or play another round for fun, or play around with their mom or their dad. And I just thought that I'm gonna give them that chance. I'm gonna go out there, and we're all gonna go out there together and get back into it, and so that they can experience what they were supposed to. Then their life should have never been taken away from them, and I want to give them that opportunity to go and chase their dreams.
Well, I know you're making all of them proud right now with everything you're doing. And Dayton, like Colt mentioned, doctor said, hey, you might not keep your legs. You might not walk again. It's very slim that you'll be able to play golf again, even if all these things do turn out your way, and you proved all of them wrong. How long was it from the time of the accident until you played your first hole of golf?
My first hole of golf was right the Monday after the Canadian Open in 2022. So I got back the Wednesday night before the Canadian Open. So probably like, I don't know, like 90 days maybe. And as soon as I watched that 4-day event, I was like, okay, we're going to go play golf on Monday. And I ended up playing my first hole on Monday. Played, I think, two and a half holes. Maybe then I had to call it quits. But no, that was a lot of fun to go out there and play some golf again.
And just to show like where you've come through, or what you've gone through with all of this. I mean, you've now won your conference tournament. You've won 4 times this year. But when you first started back, I saw in Ryan French's article where your drive went 120 yards, and you ended up making birdie on the hole, and you call it the greatest birdie of your life.
It was something else. I mean, we were playing the red tees, to be fair, and I would say that to people when they ask me. But yeah, no, I think 120 was probably max. Like I hit that center face, and that thing had about 85 ball speed on that. So, no, it was something else. It had come a long way for sure, and just blessed to be able to be healthy again and do what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you shot 63 a couple weeks ago to win a tournament. Now just 69-70 to win your conference championship. I mean, the game has obviously come a long ways, and you're playing some great golf. What are your goals in the future with golf?
To play professional golf, to play on the PGA Tour is a huge goal of mine. And I know I say it all the time, but I truly believe that if I work hard enough that I'm going to get there.
Yeah, well, who the hell is going to tell you no? All you do is prove people wrong. Yeah. And I saw that as a result of your good play and your incredible story. You just received an invite to play the Kia Open on the PGA Tour Americas. Did you have any idea that was coming? And how excited are you to get down there and see how your game stacks up?
Yeah, again, Ryan called me or I called him like a couple hours before I teed off on Saturday, and he told me the news, and I was like, I might have started jumping up and down. But yeah, I'm super excited and super honored that they're going to have me down there, and I get to compete in one of those events. I've been looking forward to something like that for a long time, so it's going to be awesome, and I'm just can't wait to see how my game stacks up against those guys. I know they're unbelievable players, and just be a good learning experience for me, and go down and visit a country I've never been to either, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, down in Ecuador, that's going to be an incredible experience. We're so happy for you to get to see you play out on the PGA Tour Americas. But Dayton, like with all you've been through, like what is the process for you to get ready for a round of golf?
Yeah, it's a little bit different than it was before, for sure. Kind of getting used to it a little bit better, but the legs are kind of, there's all new skin on them, and there's skinny grass and stuff like that, so they sitting around for a while. When I first get up, they're kind of tight, so you gotta kind of get the legs loose a little bit more. Sometimes I have cuts and scrapes and blisters on my feet, but just a couple bandages, some wraps on them. This weekend, it kind of comes out of nowhere just because of how new the skin is, and I got a cut on Friday on the practice round, so I just had to tape up my foot for Saturday, Sunday. But I mean, that's not me complaining. I can deal with a few cuts if I can keep my legs. So it's a little bit different, but I'm getting used to it and kind of knowing what my body needs before I go out and kind of start the tournament round.
Wow, you're playing some damn good golf. Like we said, 4 wins on the year, 63 in there as well. Colt mentioned, you're scheduled for your 28th and 29th surgeries that are coming up. Do you know how many more you're going to have to go through? Like, is there a point where you won't have to have surgery anymore?
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that this 29th one is the last one. That's kind of what the doctors and myself and my family have talked about, that This is kind of the end of the line, hopefully. But again, it's kind of up to their. I trust that doctor down at University Medical Center with everything I got. He saved my life, so if he tells me I got to do one or two more, then I'll be going back down there to do a few more. But yeah, I think I feel really good, and the scars are healing really well. So I don't see why there should be more, but you kind of never know. But we'll see when I go back down there in November what they say.
Man, just an unbelievable story. We appreciate you coming on here and joining and sharing that with us a little bit, Dayton. But before we let you get out of here, I got to ask, because you're a proud Canadian. NHL season just got going. You all like your hockey up there. Who's your squad?
Oh, the Leafs by a mile.
Oh, boy.
Huge fan. Yeah.
Is this the year, Dayton?
I'm going to say yeah. Why not?
Okay,
Why not?
I like it.
Why not?
Why not us?
Why not you?
Yeah, you gotta be tired of that powerhouse down there in Florida winning every year.
Big hockey town.
Oh,
Big hockey town, Fort Lauderdale.
yeah. Well, I can't. Yeah, me and my buddy, when we were down in Fort Lauderdale, we went to a game, and I wear my not Jays jersey, my Leafs jersey. They did not like me very much. They did not like me.
Who's your favorite player on the Leafs?
Showed up there. Gotta be Matthews. I was gonna say Willie, but it's gotta be Matthews.
Scottsdale boy. Lives right down the road here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another big hockey town.
Yeah, Scottsdale and Fort Lauderdale.
Dayton, what about on the PGA Tour? Do you have a favorite Canadian guy you root for?
Corey Connors. He's
Sure.
met him once or twice, and he's not too far from where I go to school. So yeah, I mean he's been great every time I met him, and watching his golf swing is pretty pure.
Yeah, doesn't miss the center of the face very often.
No, he does not. No.
I love it, man. Well, Dayton, once again, thank you so much for sharing your story with us here on Gravy of the Sleeves. This has been an honor, my man. Keep up the great play, and we'll be looking out for you in the pro ranks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're an inspiration, Dayton. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff there. We like to joke around a lot on this show, but that right there, that is just an unbelievable story. Thanks again to Ryan French for reaching out and sharing that one with us. That's so cool. I know Ryan was a big part of helping him get an exemption down there in Ecuador on the PGA Tour of Americas. Been told, his trip's pretty much going to be taken care of. Wish him the best of luck. To come back from that, from your first time hitting a golf ball, when you're obviously a really, really good player, you can only hit 120 yards. You might lose your legs. He fought through all that and came back, and now he's winning tournaments at the collegiate level up in Canada. Very excited for him for this opportunity and see what he can do in the future.
Yeah, these type of stories just put everything in perspective real quick. But not just to come back and play golf, and he's won 4 times now this year to play great golf. Just to be able to have a life even after that. They told him, you're probably going to lose your leg. He had an experimental surgery to try to save him, and they did. And then it was like, okay, well, they're going to save, but maybe, walking might be tough. He starts doing that. All right, playing golf's going to be tough. Goes and does that. He's just been proving them wrong time after time after time. And the stories like that are quick to remind you, what's important in life. And it ain't a lot of the stuff that we get worked up on.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't know much about him before, but now I'm a huge fan, and I'll be keeping up with his career and paying attention to everything he does in the game of golf. I'm really excited for his future. But we got to go to a break. Once again, thanks to